This is a lot of plants that I need to pot up. It's gonna take me all night to pot this all up. 3 days ago, the forecast is going to be rain for the next few days. So this is now Friday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, rain, rain, rain. And Sunday, chance of the sun coming out. Did we have rain yesterday? We only had a little rain early in the morning. But the whole day I was just waiting for rain that never came. It was overcast. And oh, look how beautiful you are. Gorgeous pink witch. Anyway, so now it looks like, well, chance of a thunderstorm. And I got my coffee with me, and this, I already had this sitting on the table for a long few minutes. Oh, there's noise of the that's my neighbor. He's got classic cars or something like that he's been dragging around. But anywho, check out the beauty of this gold nugget. Sempervivum gold nugget. Gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at those colors. Oh my goodness. Love it. So they're all Sempervivum that I put together. So we've got gold nugget. Hang on. I'll put my coffee down. Jovivarba. Leonii. And cafe. And of course, gold nugget in this one plastic pot that I'm trying to grow. Well, I potted them up because I was hoping that they would still grow. And I think they're still growing because it's still pretty cool. But the minute we reach about 24 degrees and above, they shut down and go to sleep. And this one is Sempervivum Grig Surprise. This is such a beautiful plant. Now, this one is sort of like crested, and that's why it's got all those little tips that sort of sticks out. And I'll show you the other Grig Surprise. This is, are you Grig Surprise as well? Hang on, wait a minute. Are you the same one? I'm trying to figure out. I think I have another one somewhere that, okay, I'm losing my head. Sometimes I'm losing my head. I don't know where you are. Where did you go? I lost it. I think it might be that one there. Hang on, let's go over here. Might be that one there that I clean up, but that looks like a Pitonii. See, Griggs, where did you go? I know I have a bigger part of this, but never mind, I'll find it. So, this area, I am checking the damages of the last winter. Now, this one is Tolimianensis hybrid something that's now dead. My Nixana is still alive. Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? But the ones at the front here are dead. But if I chop that off, new shoots, if it's still sort of greenish, okay, see that one, when it's like that, that's dead. Now, this one here, oh, see, this one has got a bit of a fight in it still. Okay, so that's sort of dead as well. So you need to chop it down to where it's green, and there will be a chance of new plants growing. And this Sempervivum here, that's Centennial Sempervivum in the center, crested one. Look how beautiful that looks. And they're just gorgeous, aren't they? They are beautiful plants. But I know of a lot of people who hates them because they are loved by mealybug. But I find that there are some Sempervivum, actually a lot, that the mealybug doesn't even look at it. And like, see this one, the cobweb Sempervivum. This one, so far my experience with this one, I haven't had any mealybug attacking the cobweb. So basically, if the leaves at the back sort of dries up like this Gabrielle here, so all those leaves at the back are haven for mealybugs. That's the reason why they get attacked by mealybugs. The mealybugs love them because they got somewhere to hide. And also, when the condition is dry on any succulent just about, if you keep your soil dry, I'm going to repeat again. So if the soil is dry for a long time, mealybug will try and attack it. So like this one. So even this one is sort of wet. I can see some signs of those white powder on top of it, that signs trying to give them a lick. Decided, no, you're not as nice because you haven't got that much place to hide underneath. Anyway, oh, this one, the sedum, that was dead during winter, and now it's alive. It's alive. So I think they don't really die that much. And this one now, look, the one of the stinky plants, I call these stinky plants, Orbeia. Hang on, see, they die from the frost. But this one, I could still plant that and that will grow. But anyway, this one now, little one drop in there. And look at all those little babies. They're so cute. It's such a beautiful, beautiful plant. Oh, I love it. Anyway, now this one, purple haze. Where, see, same one with that one. But this one, do you have mealybug? Okay, see, yes, there is. See, that's what I mean, that white fluff there. They hide in there. But the baby ones still wouldn't have any. Normally they attack the older plants. Oh, I'm just seeing this one now, cactus. This is Opuntia microdaisy. This plant I used to love. I think they have a bunny cactus name or something like that. They were so cute because normally they have 2 petals in them. But this is a weed. Here in Australia, those little, because of those little fluffy things there, it might look nice and soft and fluffy. But then the minute you get that in your finger, they're nasty. It'll get all over you, in your pants and in your clothes. So I'm still finding spikes of these ones, the thorny stuff. I don't even want to touch it because it will just stick to your hand. They are nasty and they should be get rid of, okay, because they're causing a lot of problem out in the bush here in Australia where it's dry. And speaking of problem, okay, now can you see up the top here, those ones I took just one of those little bits of like that. This is a nasty little cactus. Now the tip might look like it's just straight. They actually have a barb on the end, it's sort of curled up like that. That when it sticks to you, it actually draws. If you pull it off, it will actually take a bit of flesh with it. When because I accidentally nailed on it. Oh my goodness, and I still have the scars up to now. That is already many years ago. And I only took one. Just to see how they grow and basically to show people that you should not be growing this. And these ones, I have contained them in here. And then I had another pot before that I was growing it in, or it fell into my blueberry. And it grew quite big, quite large, but what I did, I took it and cooked it before I threw it in the bin. So don't just throw it in the recycling bin, or if you have a green bin like we do, wherein you put a lot of organic leaves and cuttings and whatever, don't throw that in there because these things will still grow. So if it gets thrown into the tip even many years later, they will still grow and make a comeback and then cover the whole area with just these nasty things. So these ones that I've shown this now, I am going to take them off from their pots and put them in a pot and cook them up and get rid of them. My magnolia, that's why. It smells so nice in here. Oh, so nice. And look, very nice. Yes, I know. Quiet and noisy. Yeah, look at that, beautiful. The birds, I think, telling me to shut up. So, anywho, all those cactus, dead. Not cactus, they're actually aloe aculeata. Now, it's dead. Now, this one is not. So, aloe longistyla has survived, so they are going into the garden. So you can see that there's a lot of moisture in there for those moss to grow, and they're still happily growing. This is Prolifica. Look how beautiful this Prolifica is. Look at that. So it's an underrated plant. because they grow so fast. But this year, I'm gonna put a whole lot of this prolifica in my garden. I'm gonna scatter them around so they can grow. And look at this bluebird. How you doing? Are you okay? Beautiful bluebird, hey? Why did I call you bluebird when you're pink? You have a hint of blue, but you're mostly pink. So let's go put you back there. Oh my goodness, the bird's just flying over my head. Now this one, oh look, dead bluebird. So bluebird and black prince. So that one now, an opportunity to propagate. So if you remove that, okay, I don't even have a tool with me. So anything that's like that, we have to get rid of. And bird poop, ugh. Okay, never mind. So all in the bottom, you can remove all that. And then the top bit, okay. If I remove that, okay, now this one, see I got a nice, fresh, unadulterated, except I broke it. No, it's not broken, sorry. Yeah, it's still good. Okay, it's sort of crack a little bit. But that can still grow a bluebird, a baby bluebird for you. So if you like your bluebird like I do, then you can grow many, many bluebirds. And then so once you clear this up, okay, and if that area is black, look, halfway, the middle is black, you can see that, and the bottom has got all those green leaves, like where the other one came from, and up the top it's sort of getting black. You can just chop that off, and that will still produce some babies. But anyway, that's just an example I'm showing you because I got lots of bluebird. So if you have a problem with your bluebird, like sort of similar to this, that's one thing you can do. So chop off where the black bead is. So chop it off to there. Remove a couple of leaves and maybe leave, even if you don't leave any leaves on the stem. Hang on, let's just go check out the bottom. See, it's still all good down in the bottom. That will produce a lot of babies still for you. So this tray here of plants, I got these ones from IKEA many, many moons ago. And look, I had pink line on it because I don't know what its name. In one of my videos, I thought I said it's possibly an apis, but I have a couple of apis here and it looks nothing like apis. And then finally, I bought a plant called Echeveria Brave, and I got the one from, it's in one of my videos, I think from one of the succulents online that I bought it from, or succulents online seller. Anyway, so this one now is definitely brave. Now I just have to make sure that the flower is the same. So this one is about to flower, and the brave that I've got is also, I think, about to flower. So that's one way of identifying succulents. So you can compare the looks. So right now they look the same shape, the same size, the same everything, and also the same flowering. And when the flower blooms, then I can be much closer to being certain. So that one there is an apis. Or, okay, I have another one here, which is also an apis. That one as well is also an apis. And this area now, I need to do a lot of cleaning up. So, cotyledon, look at that. That's from the frost. But I bought a new batch that I need to expose out in the garden because this area, I seem to be getting a lot of blackening from my with my succulents that's being grown here. Look, because my neighbor has got a fire drum next door and I think any succulents that I place here might be affected by the smoke from the drum because only this area seems to get black. So my neighbor can still have his fire drum, that's fine. So I just have to move my succulents. But anyway, this one I could not help myself. It's flowering, and this whole area right now smells so good from the magnolia and also those sedum lucidum obesum. So there's two types. There's sedum lucidum, sort of skinny leaves, and this is the fat leaf, which therefore is called, have an added name of obesum, as like obese or fat. Hang on. Oh, smells so nice. Anyway, it's beautiful, beautiful. And look at this rubrotinctum here. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I need to redo this. I've been saying that, but now I really need to do this because this is, I don't know what you are now, that's dead from the frost. Look. So it needs to be cleaned up. Picokai, brown rose. Don't know what you are. I think your Pat's pink. The colors are waking up. It's alive. Sedum, sedum. So now I should really probably chop this limb off and plant that, and then I can grow another plant. And this one not being exposed to the sun. That one looks so different. Look at the colors of the two. Same plant. They look so different from each other, just in the factor of this one's on top, that one's in the bottom. So now you're gonna go in the garden this year. So I just have to put up with you dying on me during winter, but you do come back beautifully. Check out this Echeveria blue elf. Oh my goodness, that is just so beautiful. Every time I come in my garden, it's like I'm seeing it for the first time because I have so much plants and I can't inspect them all. I can't give them the attention they need. But hang on, this one, look at that Chihuahuayensis. Look at that gorgeous tip. So it's got all these leaves as well, propagated 1, 2, 3, that I've taken and dropped it there and it's just growing. I want to do an arrangement of bluebird, that's pink bird. They're all pink. Beautiful. Pink bird. Oh, there was a plant somewhere being sold before. Now I know the pink bird. Because it's got no name on Suckers for Succulents, actually. Yeah, so I am going to give you a lot of fertilizer and see what happens if I can grow you nice, big, and pink. Check out this bowl of white elegance. Aren't they beautiful? So that's a transition from a younger one. It's more green as it gets older and fatter. And I actually, oh look, there's a baby in the middle, that one of the leaves I remove and it's now growing. That one is just so delicious, isn't it? It's just so white. That one actually, I planted that in my advanced soil mix, that white one, in a different pot before, in a ceramic pot, and then this one is the same in a ceramic pot, but I've given that the Master Succulent soil mix treatment. And that one was, I left that one on its original pot where I got it from still, with growing on peat moss, and that is the result. So now should we put you in advanced soil mix? But I think if you do put it in a sort of a more grittier mix, it might not produce babies. Or will you? Because it's showing some green in the middle now that I've transplanted it into this pot, which is actually, this is now my cat litter soil mix. And the other ones are loving it. So they love it. So they're not dead yet. So I'd say they're loving it. And look, another pink bird. Is there something that you're noticing here? Or another, that's a bluebird. And look, I pulled back. See, that one is a bluebird and that one is a pink bird. I love bluebirds. I don't know why. I just love them. So I just love the color of the pink, the way they go like that. So, and this one, I reckon it's already a hybrid because look at all those lines. It's sort of different compared to, it's probably, maybe it's been hybridized with something else, like a, I can't remember right now because all those lines, that one's got a tip. See, look at those lines, really fascinating. So that's why I kept that there, because that's the only one that's grown like that. The rest of my bluebirds don't have lines. That is not a pretty in pink. These are grown from a leaf that I got from Graptoveria Ruth or Rough, the same one. And I called it Dinaya or Dinya. That's from name after my sister. So I was saying before in one of my videos that this is my hybrid. That's back then when I didn't know the difference between a hybrid and a cultivar. So apparently a hybrid is something that you cross-pollinated and grow from seeds, then that's a hybrid. Now this one, if it's grown from a leaf, then it's only a cultivar if it looks different from the mother plant. So there's some traces of fatness of the Graptoveria root or ruff, but most of it is just really pink. And if you put this next to a muffin, also known as pretty in pink, they kind of look similar, and only difference is that this one is a little bit fatter. Pretty in pink is a little bit skinnier, but it depends where you get your pretty in pink again, because with the hybridization they can have different looks. Another beautiful Echeveria blue elf. They are gorgeous. Should I actually take this off this pot and put it in the garden? Because the ones in the garden are growing so well as well. And they will grow faster if they're planted in the soil or more soil or bigger pot. So should I? Or should I just add this to an arrangement? Maybe. Yes, maybe I'll do that. I bought some pansy. And I'm soaking my pansy because I'm doing my... I need to plant them at the front garden. So how about I take you to the front and see what happens or see what's going on in there. For the longest time, I had this pot growing here full with, I got a big pot of Mexican giant. That's, so you can see I've already removed it. And they were all growing happily, and the Mexican giant was thriving. And then I have a separate pot on the opposite side of this area that was left empty for a long time with just one ice plant growing from it. And except it was just all nothing. And then finally, I've done it. I've done the pot. I put my Medusa Euphorbia with some gorgeous Violet Queen, and I don't know what you are, can't remember. Anywho, just different. Oh, this one's powdered sugar, and my large Orion. Of course, we gotta have some Purple Delight. Is that beautiful? Look how big that Purple Delight is, just gorgeous. And also some Stradivarius Green Rose, and more Shichikuxi, and also a bluebird. What do you know? And on the other side, another bluebird. And what is this one at the back? I forgot. What's your name? I can't remember. Never mind. So now I got this arrangement done here. I'm gonna replicate or make a copy on the opposite side, but you can see that that's still a work in progress. It's not me, it's the rain. And in here I got directed over here, and look at my Lola. Oh my goodness, you are so beautiful, but needs to be cleaned up. Those weeds has to be cleaned up. So, oh look, see, I've got my Orion here waiting to get planted over on the other side. Oh yes, what's those plants? Sovereign sands. That's it. Look how gorgeous those sovereign sands are. Oh my goodness. So that's why I'm putting that one over there, and it'll be all good. Now, and then I can empty this pot and use the soil and throw it into my garden, and I can plant some more plants. So anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you. I need to go check my mailbox. So I'll see you on the next video. So bye-bye for now. Look how big you are. Oh my goodness. I can't even, I forgot now what I, I'm sure this is Pollux, but it's just so big. I kept forgetting the names now. I'm really getting old. This is the large Mexican giant that I've got growing in that pot. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Beautiful.